Joining me now from our bureau in Washington, D.C., professor of African American Studies at the University of Maryland and political commentator, Jason Nichols, Ph.D. Jason, Senate, okay, they go on record. It puts all the United States senators on record on the deal that the president was suggesting to reopen government vis-a-vis funding the wall and some partial reprieve for the DACA recipients. Great. Wonderful. It doesn't really move the needle in terms of getting anything done because we know it's subject to failure in the United States Senate. I think it does put people, it allows the American people to understand where their representatives are, politically speaking, but functionally it's not going to do anything. But the Democrat position of non-negotiation with the President of the United States, that in the end is a losing tactic. This country is built on negotiating. Whether you're negotiating a divorce or buying a candy bar or buying a home or a business, this country is built on negotiating, and that's something the American people can relate to, but Pelosi and company are saying no. In the end, if this is protracted and much longer, I think this hurts the Democrat Party.
I'm gonna have to disagree. And number one, when I go to the store and I try to buy a candy bar, I can't negotiate the price. There's certain things that are non-negotiable. And I think one of the things that we know about President Trump is that if we allow him, he will weaponize government shutdowns, and that is unacceptable. I think what's happening now is because the president took away DACA and then tries to use it as some sort of bargaining chip. And right now we've got to lay down the gauntlet and say, open up the government. That's where this thing needs to stop and needs to start, is that you open up the government and then we can negotiate comprehensive immigration reform, which is what we really need.
But the constitutional perspective on this is not open up government. This is not a bargaining chip, and the federal workers are not part of the bargaining process here. They have nothing to do with this. This is a constitutional process, and the Democrats are very disingenuous when they say that the president is using the federal workers as bargaining chips. It's absolutely not true. This is a constitutional process. When the Congress refuses to do its job, and that's what's happening here, the President of the United States has an obligation to say, go back and do your job. That's what's transpiring here.
I'm going to have to disagree again. The president said, I will gladly shut down the government. I will essentially saying, I will gladly make it so that people can't feed their families so that I can get what I want. And the Democrats have said that that is an unacceptable way of doing business. No, other presidents, we've had about 20 government shutdowns in 40 years. Other presidents haven't weaponized it in the same way that this president has. It's unacceptable. He's making it so that people are having to leave a profession that they love. Air traffic controllers are having to leave their profession. People can't feed their families. People are having to find and get side jobs when they already have jobs and are working for free. This is unacceptable, and the president needs to take responsibility. We know he doesn't normally do that, but he needs to take responsibility and actually open up the government and let us do business and make things happen on immigration.
But President Trump is not weaponizing this constitutional process any more than Bill Clinton did in 1995, 96. And by the way, if you go back in time and you talk to Clinton, they'll say, yeah, we won that one. If you talk to Newt Gingrich, he'll say, yeah, we won that one. But in the end, what did we get, Jason? We got a balanced budget, and this was good for America, even though it was a protracted shutdown. The modern Democrat Party hates President Trump so much that they are willing to abdicate their precious duty of securing this republic and securing our southern border for political purposes. That's what's going on here. They hate Trump so much that they're willing to harm this republic.
Well, so again, we'll disagree. I don't think there's anyone who hates Trump because of who he is. They hate what Trump stands for and what he's been doing to the American people. And the latest iteration of that is shutting down the government because he doesn't get what he wants. He had an opportunity actually, about 9 months ago to actually get the funding for the wall, but he refused to do business back then. And now people are saying, no, this is not the way you go about it. You can't throw a tantrum. You cannot shut the government down and make it so that people can't get their paycheck.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.